All right, so today we have for you Yellow Big Mom, Starter Deck Big Mom. I always felt like this leader is underrated, and we've had this in the chamber for like a while. So we're just like, you know what? Now's the time to showcase what we got. And obviously, with every format, we've been updating the deck. But yes, like I said, now we just decided to finally get this deck out there and show it off. Swing in for 6. So in this format, I feel like there's so many triggers available. I really don't know how she's not being taken advantage of. I just don't get it. You know, being able to control the triggers that you have to such a degree, I really think it's like fantastic. I'm guessing the Don management more so. I think that's what it is. I think that's what separates Katakuri from pretty much lots of leaders. It's just one Don 7k swing, one Don 7k swing. I think that's what it really is. Big Mom takes 2 no matter what, right? Oh, food for thought. I believe always drawing the bottom card is better. If you draw the top card and you're like, dang, I actually want this to stay there, it feels like, mentally, it feels like a waste. And then you got to put it right back, right? But when you're drawing cards from the bottom, well, you wasn't going to see that card for a while. Yeah, it could have been a veggie, or it could have been something that you would want to be your last life. But at the same time, hey, you could always put it back later. So that's how I feel. I feel like it's just a little bit safer to just pull from the bottom of the life instead of the top. So if there was a good trigger on top, you could just stack more good triggers on top of that good trigger. That's where I'm coming from with this one. Obviously, to each his own, of course, but just wanted to give a perspective on it. Sanji gets bottom deck from a card that is super strong in the meta at the moment, Hound Blaze. You know, the sad part is, because of the color combination and how well blue and black does together, I can imagine Hound Blaze seeing very little play, next to none. I can see it. Unless, you know, Zoro meta is still relevant, then of course he'll see more play. But in this format, in this meta right now, I feel like it's the color combination making that card that strong. Swing for 6, we give them the 2k. Resource management, just take the 7k swing, get to the life destination we want, and just easily drop the 2k counter. So now that we had our 3 life, our shenanigans can begin. Of course, the attack character. Got the Brulee, we'll put the Thunderbolt on top. Or is that too early? So many cards in hand, it is possible. Okay, one for the Brulee. And you know, it was at the bottom a second ago, now it's on top. But yeah, so many options, so many cards in hand. It is viable to just put a character on top and get the free development. But with all the extra Dawn, I figured, hey, why not? You know, just develop it from your hand instead of having to use the trigger ability. So that guy, I think, is really good. Obviously, if he gets to stay on the board. If he gets to stay on the board, the deck becomes a bit dangerous and hyper consistent. But he has to be able to stay on the board, of course. And as you get to see, he is not going to get to stay on the board because of cheap shenanigans like this. All right, I have to take the 7 Big Mom instead of the Soul Pocus. Developing, I think that's another. I think 7-drop Big Mom can be a lot more effective if she has more focus behind her. And what I mean by that is, I mean, depending on the players and all that, of course, but I feel like I've seen a lot of players put themselves in situations where Big Mom just becomes a complete brick because, oh, now they got no life, yada yada. They were developing other things, and I get that it's circumstantial. So in this deck, we try to cater the circumstances to really fit, like constantly dropping 7 Big Mom. Like, that's what we wanted. We want 7 Big Mom to be as relevant for as long as possible. All right. 90% of the times they grant life. And then next turn, get ready to do it again. You see? So that's just like the whole flow of it. And I can only imagine how annoying it is for Sakazuki, because he's a combo deck. And as effective as he is for board removing, it's still going to take him, like, traditionally multiple cards in order to take something off the board. So now, right now, he's calculating what he's going to need to do to get our 7 Big Mom off the board. Yeah, he is meditating at the moment, but it's all good. Okay. That was easy. It's probably because of the Dawn count. That's my theory. Oh, we got a 10 drop in our hand now. Yeah, we could. It doesn't matter. Technically take it, technically not. Okay, oh, that's right. Brulee. Now we just developed a blocker. Wepa. That 7 drop Linlin. Man, I want to make that playable. I think it's strong, but I understand. I understand why it sees no play. But, you know, I'm hoping for the best. Just trying things out. Yeah, I don't have to do what I do. This is my favorite play is being able to drop the 7 Big Mom again and then having Dawn up so you could just swing with leader Big Mom and still do the swap in the life. Yeah, let's just get all that Dawn and make sure that Rob Lucci ain't gonna survive. Oh, we got the veggie. Yeah, it don't hurt. Put him back on top. Veggie's so strong because, in theory, he stops 2 attacks, right? You take 1 to the life, and then you just stop something from attacking. So that's how I see it. He deals with 2 attacks. Still got our Brulee blocker, surprisingly. I ain't gonna lie. It would be annoying if he has another Mihawk. You never know with this leader, or this deck, I should say. I feel like you got to go into matches ready for everything to be removed off your board. The only other leader that's just as toxic in board removal, but not as consistent, is Red Purple Law. Like, oh my god, playing against that deck, I'm like, well, let's see what gets to stay. Oh, we got a Garp. Yeah, this Sakazuki, man. Alright, stop that Mihawk from attacking. So we got to think about how we want to develop the board, how to keep pushing ourselves into the next game. This is a tough decision, I ain't gonna lie. It's like the way the board state is right now. Let's see, let's go with Sanji and Pedal Spero. Then swing and put something in life. That's how I see it. I mean, 10 dropping probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world right now, but with that Garp in play and the way Akainu is, I just have no confidence in being able to safely 10 drop. That's just how I feel. Attack, use card action. Yep, put that Thunderbolt on top. Yes, of course. Protect that Garp. You need that Garp. Now, Donstat Roulette. That'll be sick. Alright, so now we got 2 blockers. If it takes one out, we should have the other one, right? I wonder, I normally don't see Garp in Sakazuki. So I guess this might be some tech just to try it out because he hits a higher ceiling. Yep, okay, the Sanji's gone. Donstat, swing. Now, the decision to block is tough because we need the Garp off the board and we got the Thunderbolt on the life. So at the moment, it just seems safe to just let that Thunderbolt go off. But I get it. It's like, okay, the Thunderbolt. Because I'm like, in my mind, if he doesn't swing with Mihawk because he's scared of the triggers, then that would have been really bad. And sure enough, he chooses not to attack with Mihawk. Signs of a 10 drop. Yay. No Hound Blaze. We got 2 life. We got a blocker. Choose not to attack with Pedal Sparrow, so that way we can really go for game next turn because we'll have 3 attacks. We still got a blocker. He technically has to use a resource on, which it seems like he's going for. Oh, he's looking for something. Okay. He lost his 3,000 worlds. But he got rid of our Brule, so he gets at least 2 attacks to go through. Lucci hits the board. Lucci gets rid of our Peril Sparrow. Kinda sucks because it's like we should have just attacked with it, but we was trying to think of the long game, trying to guarantee a game-ending scenario. That's what we was doing. Probably still could have created that scenario with the attack, now that I think about it. They don't have that much counter power. I don't remember what they've been discarding. Oh, they did get rid of a 2K counter. Oh, look, another Brule. Alright, 10 drop. Direct attack. Tedomeda. That's back in the day in that Duel Masters era. Nah, I mean, GG.